Hey, this is Leah Hillman, and I am here with Robin Antwine and Danny Graham. Thanks for joining us at hebobcats.tv tonight, powered by Squirtle. If you're just joining us now, the girls had a score of 85 to 36 against the Navajo Lady Indians. We're still getting some stats from that game, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about the boys and the Navajo Indians tonight. So Navajo's boys team, just like the girls team, has not played since their win against Indiahoma on November 3rd, so they haven't played in a little over a month. Tonight's game actually did not get scheduled until yesterday evening, so I didn't get a chance to talk much with the Bobcats about their thoughts on tonight's game. But I did talk to senior Kate Kimball when he was helping me and Robin find some of these stats for tonight's game. And when I visited with him last night and asked about Navajo, all he said was that they weren't sure how tonight's game would go, but they think that Navajo might be pretty decent, so I guess we will see. I did, though, get to visit with some of the boys, Hydro Eakly boys, about Tuesday night's basketball game. I specifically talked with senior Cade Berkey and juniors Carson Props and Colson Tharp. The consensus was that they feel that they're playing pretty well despite the lack of practices they've had the past few weeks. Like I mentioned in the girls' game, we're just getting off of Thanksgiving break. The school has transitioned to an A-B schedule this week. People are just now getting out of quarantine. So it's been an interesting and different season than normal. Normally practices would run from around 2:30 to sometime after school every single day, but because of quarantines and all of that, the team cannot practice as much as they'd like to all together. Colson Tharp told me that he feels like they've played good for being out for a while, but they've still definitely got a lot of work to put in. So I think we're still getting some stats. Do you have them, Robin?
Okay, we've got a few stats to share with you. So some great scores here in the girls' game. So some high ones, some double-digit ones I'd like to share with you. Lottie Parker had 14 points. Macy Buss with 18. Reese Berkey with 17. Let's see, and Rachel Berry with 13. And you, those of you listening, when you watch a game, you know it's not all about scoring. So there's rebounds and there's steals, but I was able to also see that Paisley Vickery had 3 steals, and there's a lot more that went into that we can't share with you at this time. But you guys were able to enjoy that game, and I'm really looking forward to this game as well. We've got a minute 20 left to go before we get this game started.
We're going to let you watch them warm up a little bit while we try to get a quick bite to eat, and then we will be back with the game.
Who's got the clip?
All right, let's get this game started. Navajo Indians. Number 10, Kelby Shoemaker.
Senior, number 11, Cade Berry.
Number 11, Cade Berry. I noticed she's got a brother on the team.
Caleb Gonzalez.
Number 12, Caleb Gonzalez.
Senior, number 23, Caleb Covey.
Caleb Covey, number 23.
And junior, number 3, Caden Hurst.
And junior number 3, Caden Hurst. And now for our Hydro Eakly Bobcats, I always enjoy seeing their different hand things that they do with Turner Snow at the end. So if you get a chance, watch that too during this exciting time.
And now your Hydro Eakly Bobcats, junior number 3, Carson Props.
Number 3, Carson Props. Number 10,
Junior,
Paxton
number 10,
Price.
Paxton Price. Junior number 15, Colson Tharp.
Number 15, Colson Tharp.
Junior number 23, Nolan Gore.
Number 23, Nolan
And
Gore.
Senior number 35, Cade
And
Berkey.
senior number 35, Cade Berkey. Okay, Paxton Price is going to be jumping ball against number 11, their senior Barry. And it's up. Oh, we didn't like that one real well. We're gonna try a do-over. There, it's up higher. And Navajo with the ball. Okay, we're not in a man-to-man. Looks like maybe a 1-3-1. And Nolan Gora with the steal. And up for two is Carson Props. Great way to start the game. Pushing him to the corner at the half-court line. One dribble, picks it up over to the right side. Okay, at the post. In one dribble, shoots in the paint. And Paxton tries to get the ball. They knock it out. Hydra Eakly ball. Seems to be a little bit more energy in this game, always at the start. Lots more yelling, lots more intensity. Nolan Gore slowing it down as we set up the offense up to Paxton. Top of the key, Nolan Gore on the left side. Trying to juke him. Over to Cade Berkey. 6 feet from the three-point line. No good. Bounces off of Paxton, out of bounds. That minute already went fast. We got 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Cross-court pass. Couple dribbles in the paint. Pull-ups for a jumper. No good. Nolan Gore with the rebound. Colson hustling down, trying to get the easy two. Up the high post, Carson Props. Back to Carson Props. Tries to screen for Cade Berkey at the three-point line on the left side. Over to Colson, dribbling over. Nolan Gore at the top. Couple dribbles at the free throw line. Pulls up a jumper, no good. Navajo rebounds, tries to dribble off his foot and out of bounds. Hydra Eakly's ball. Cade Berkey finds Carson Props at the block, does a few moves and gets fouled. Fouls on number 23, Covey, I believe.
Props misses his first free throw.
Props missed his first free throw. Gonna get a chance at a second one.
He makes his second one.
Scores 3-0, 6:24 left to go. Okay, on the three-point line on the left side, skips across to the right side, three-point line, and no good. Rebound by Nolan Gore, pulls it down hard. Skips across on the right side to Cade Berkey for three. Can't connect. Navajo with the rebound. He tries to bounce it off a Hydra Eakly player to Paxton Price. Gets fouled and one. Gets an opportunity at free throw. That excites the bench a lot. Foul on number 10, Shoemaker. Scores 5-0. Straight up 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Paxton Price is at the line. Makes his first.
3-point play. Okay, Carson Props in the center. Trying to jump, maybe deflect a ball. On the far right side, jumps again. Far corner. Lots of hands getting in there for the dribbling. Fakes a shot at the three-point line up at the top. Trying to reset the offense. Couple dribble in the paint, shot for two. No good. Fighting for the rebound. Nolan Gore comes up with it. And even through all of that traffic, still hangs on to the ball. Got someone at the high post and three down low. Okay, screen by Paxton Price. Nolan Gore pulls up for three. Can't quite connect. Paxton with the rebound. Puts it up and misses as well. Navajo with the rebound. Pushing down on the right side. Across the court. Nolan Gore with the steal. Big pass to Cade Berkey. Can't quite connect with the layup. Navajo gets the ball. Pushes down on the right side. Cade Berkey hustles to get back into position for defense. Far left side, three-point shot, and it's good. Timeout called. Looks to be a 30-second timeout by Coach Graham. 4:50 left to go.
One thing senior Cade Berkey said to me was that the boys need to work on communication on defense. He said that there were times that they don't see their man and the ball, so the other team is able to get some easy points off their miscommunication. So they've been working on defense just like the girls had been in practices.
So just an observation, but Navajo boys jerseys, their numbers are a lot easier to see in white. And on the back, you can see that they have some print on them. I thought maybe it'd be a last name, but it says Tribe on the back. Okay, 4:48 left to go. Nolan Gore dribbling down. Paxton Price screening and Carson Props. On the right side, Cade Berkey. Again, right side, Nolan dribbles around. Colson Tharp with the ball. Back to Nolan Gore, looks at the shot, dribbles a couple times, picks up his ball. Carson Props in the paint to Colson, to Paxton, and gets hammered for the foul. I think the guy was going for the ball. That's what we're going to say. So Navajo has 3 team fouls to 0 Hydro Eakly fouls.
Paxton Price is at the line. Misses his first free throw. Misses the second one as well.
Navajo with the rebound. Colson on the ball. In the paint dribble. And a block. Tries to get the charge, gets the block. On the ground, on the floor foul. Let's see who it's on. There was a couple of Hydro Eakly Bobcats there. Number 10 be Paxton Price. Hydro Eakly's first team foul and his first team foul. Pulls up for 3, and it's good. Tied up game, 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 6-6. Double screen for Nolan Gore. Carson Props dribbles in. Finds Colson Tharp for 3 on the right side, misses. Nolan Gore was behind him, but didn't have his hands up, and they called over the back. So that's a foul on Nolan Gore, his first. Got to go with what the referees call. 3:48 left to go. Cade Berkey on the ball as they're dribbling it down. Tries to trap, gets around that. And a charge. Called on number 3, Hurst. Colson Tharp takes the charge. 1 for the team. Good job, Colson.
I think that might have been Carson Props.
Carson Props. I'm sorry, it happened so fast. But Colson was down there, probably congratulating his teammate. Good cover anyways. Okay, got 2 on the blocks, 3 on 3-point line. Cade Berkey up at the top. Graham calling out a play, making sure they can hear him, so he's raising his voice a bit. Left side, Colson Tharp with the ball. Nolan Gore on the far left side. Paxton Price there. 1 dribble. And they call him for a walk. Score still 6. Tied. 3:10 left to go. Colson Tharp waiting on the point guard. Push it on the right side. Shoot for 3. And it's good. I'm not going to get too excited about them shooting threes. Cade Berkey dribbling it down on the right side. Colson Tharp. Carson Props posting it up hard. And a push foul. Foul is on number black, 23. Covey, his second foul. My apologies if I'm not saying his name correctly. Colson Tharp taking the ball out. Sub in number 21, Lambert. Nolan Gore at the block. Okay, to Cade Berkey. Pulls up for 3. No good. Paxton Price with the rebound. Cade Berkey back to Paxton Price. And gets fouled. 2 defenders fall on him, but they don't call a foul. They call a foul on Paxton. Calling for a charge. So it's 6-9. Hydro Eakly's behind. That is the second foul on Paxton Price. KJ Hoyle comes in for him. Team fouls 3 for Hydro Eakly, 5 for Navajo. Carson Props waiting on them to bring it down past half court. Trying to maybe get in a trap. Again in the 1-3-1. Dribbling down. Up at the top. And that's a walk on number 11, Barry. Crowd's getting a little more involved this game. 2:25 left to go in the first quarter. Two on the high post, over to KJ Hoyle. Tipped by one of Navajo's players. Foul is called on number 20. KJ Hoyle, his first. Cade Berkey down at the bottom in the 1-3-1. Dribbling straight down the middle, over on the left side. KJ Hoyle there, and Colson Tharp comes up with the turnover from them. Gets the steal. Colson Tharp over to Cade Berkey on the left side. Not connecting. Foul on the floor. Out of bounds, White. And that foul is on number 21, Black. Lambert. Okay, so 4 team fouls for Hydro Eakly and 6 for Navajo. There's a minute 55 left to go. Cade Berkey throwing it in. Oh my goodness. They were hugging him. Navajo's number 10, Shoemaker. So we're in a 1-1 now, 1-1 situation.
Nolan Gore is at the line. And he makes his shot. The second one is good as well.
Minute 54 left to go in the first quarter. 1-point ball game. 8-9. Colson Tharp jumping, trying to get a hand on a pass. Trying to drive in at the 3-point line on the far right side. Now we're in the corner. Finds an open man on the block, and KJ Hoyle gets the foul.
That's his second.
Shooting at the lines, number 21, Lambert. Cade Kimball looking to be going in.
Lambert misses.
Minute 37 left to go in the first quarter. Okay, Navajo looks to be in a man-to-man. Colson Tharp on the right side, posting it up. Carson Props, no good. Dribbling down, finds an open man in the post. He can't seem to hang on to the ball, and he's fighting for it, and he falls and counts him a walk. Okay, minute 17, 2-point game, Hydro Eakly behind. On the left side is Cade Kimball at the 3-point line. Carson Props fighting to get a shot off, gets fouled. That foul was on Navajo's number 11, Barry, his first foul of the game. Shooting 2.
First shot's no good.
Navajo gets the rebound. Colson Tharp tries to sneak in there. Okay, less than a minute left to go. Pulls up for 2, no good. Nolan Gore with the rebound. Cade Berkey hustling down, trying to get an open shot. Nolan Gore pulls it out. Cade Berkey on the left side. Carson Props screens. Over to Cade Kimball up at the top. Nolan Gore on the right side. Carson Props with the screen. Over to Cade Berkey. Over to Cade Kimball on the left side. 28 seconds left to go. Cade Berkey on the top right side. Finds Carson Props. Fighting for position. Gets the 2. Gets the bucket. Tied up game. 10-10. 14 seconds left. Navajo pulling it out. Waiting to get the last shot. 10 seconds left to go. 4, 3. On the right side. And did not have time to get the shot off. So at the end of the first quarter, we're tied 10-10. Team fouls, Hydro Eakly has 5, and Navajo's got 8. To kind of recap some of the scores, Carson Props has 5 fouls. Paxton, 5 points, excuse me. Points and fouls. Points is more important. Price has 3 points. Gore has 2 points. Those both coming from free throws. And Gore, I'm just looking, he's got 4 rebounds in the first quarter. So just something to remember, we got 15 seconds left. We've got a game tomorrow at 3:30 against Christian Heritage Academy. We'd love for you to join us on hebobcats.tv, or if you can get a ticket from one of the high school basketball players, come and join us in person. It's going to be Hydro Eakly's ball to start out the second quarter. Cade Berkey bringing it down. Double screen, Nolan Gore. Over to Carson Props, driving in, and a block. Foul on the floor. That foul's going to be on Navajo's number 11, I believe. I want to wait here and confirm. That's Barry. That's his second foul of the game. Number 22 is coming in. That's Smith. Carson Props shooting free throws. First one no good. Navajo tries to get the ball. There's a push in the back. White 15. Trying to look at numbers. I don't have them memorized yet. That's on Colson Tharp. Okay, Navajo bringing the ball down. Still tied up 10-10. 7:46 left to go. Not a lot of time has passed in the second quarter on the left side. Looks to be picking up maybe a man-to-man defense. Cade Berkey down and ready to do whatever. Okay, maybe not a man anymore, so maybe a 1-3-1. Up at the top, shoots for 2. It's good. Cade Berkey going to be point guard. Okay, 1 at the high post and 2 at the high post now. Cade Kimball, pass to Colson Tharp. Huchum comes up with it strong and scores 2. Tied up 12-12, 7 minutes, about 7 minutes, give or take, left to go in the second quarter. Cade Berkey down in the 1-3-1. Nolan Gore on the ball on the left side, top left. On the left side, 3-point, trying to drive. Pulls it up top. Lots of yelling coming from both sides. Okay, screen up at the top. He pulls up for 2. No good. Lots of people in there for the rebound. Nolan Gore falls down in the paint. Ball is loose. Carson Props comes up with it. Passes to Nolan Gore. Lots of physical contact there. Fighting for the ball. Okay, screen by Carson Props in the roll. Pick and roll. Didn't quite work. Cade Berkey for 3. No good. Navajo pulls the rebound down. Trying to push the ball fast. Pulls it back out. Oh, tip by Cade Berkey. You can't catch up to Cade Berkey. And layup at 2. Hydro Eakly pulls ahead. 14-12, 5:55 left to go. Okay, there's a screen on Cade Berkey. He decides not to. Up at the top. Cade Berkey. Oh. Foul on the floor. That may not have looked like that at home or to some people in the stands. White 15 with the foul. That's on Colson Tharp, his second foul. Okay, I'm trying to see who's shooting. Number 21, Lambert. Coming in for Colson Tharp is Paxton Price, number 10. Okay, shooting 2. Shooting a 1-and-1, excuse me. Cade Berkey with the rebound. Cross-court pass to Cade Kimball. Finds Carson Props at the block. Skips over to Cade Berkey for 3 on the right side, and it's good! 17-12, Hydro Eakly's ahead. He's getting psyched, pumped for this part. And Paxton Price gets it to Cade Kimball, gets it to Cade Berkey for 2, and it's also good. He's getting fired up, you guys. It's getting fun. 19-12, 5:08 left to go. Oh, man, the bench is going with it. 30-second timeout called by their coach, by Navajo's coach. So I'd say in the last couple minutes there was, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points in just a very short amount of time. So that got everyone psyched. Okay, both teams break out from their huddles. It's going to be Navajo's ball, the far right side. HE setting up in what looks to be a 2-3 zone right now. Screen, no good up at the top. Far left side, can't quite hang on to it. Cade Berkey's right on him. And he pulls up for 3, no good. Into Cade Kimball's hands for the rebound. Nolan Gore dribbling down. Cade Berkey on the right side. Finds Carson Props at the block. Over to Cade Berkey. Over to Cade Kimball on the right side for 3. No good. Nolan Gore gets it. Throws it in, and Navajo gets it back. Catches the ball and dribbles down. Again, setting up the defense. Maybe a 2-on-2, it kind of looks like. Pass to the post. Straight up is Nolan Gore. No good. That's a foul on Navajo on 22. Foul on 22. That would be Smith, his first foul of the game. Paxton Price shooting. Shooting 2.
Price makes his first free throw.
We're in the double bonus now. 4:18 left to go in the second quarter.
Makes his second one as well.
Okay, Navajo pushing the ball down hard on the right side, trying to drive in. Out at the 3-point line, can't keep a hold of the pass, and turns the ball over out of bounds. Hydro Eakly's ball. Substitute coming in for Navajo, number 11, would be Barry. He's already had quite a few minutes this game so far. Okay, looks to be 3 out. Paxton Price posting it up at the block. Passes out to Cade Berkey, over to Cade Kimball on the left side 3-point. Gets tipped. Paxton Price couldn't hang on to it. They call a timeout, Navajo does. 30-second timeout again. 3:56 left to go in the game. Goodness. In the second quarter, team fouls. Hydro Eakly's got 7, and Navajo's got 10. sanitizing games or the basketball in between timeouts or quarters or anything like that, trying to keep our kids healthy. Looks like all of our kids are still staying healthy and not in quarantine, COVID, anything like that. So we're thankful for everyone's health. Okay, Navajo breaks out of the huddle first. Maybe a little spilled water on the floor. So all the squeaky shoes that you're hearing at home. All right, I think maybe now the screeching has ended. Navajo's ball. Dribbling down on the left side. Okay, now going over to the right, picks up the ball at the top. Open for a three, no good. And Carson Props picks up the ball over to Cade Berkey, over to Nolan Gore for two, and good. Great teamwork there, boys. On the right side, 23-12, 3:30 left to go. And a carry by their point guard, number 3, Hurst. Turns the ball over. Hydra Eakly at the half line. Okay, another substitution for Navajo. Berkey throwing it into Kimball. On the left side, 3-point line. Passes to Gore. Defender comes around, turns the ball over. On the right side, Berkey tries to steal the ball. Gets to Carson Props, does get it because of Berkey's hustle. Lays it up on the left side and gets the bucket. 25-12, 3:04 left to go. Okay, point guard slowing it down just a little bit. Lots of communication coming from the Bobcat defense. Finds someone at the post. Paxton Price straight up. And lots of defenders. Nolan Gore pulls down the rebound. Finds Berkey on the left side. Shoots up for three. No good. One of the Navajo Indians rebounds it. Dribbles down at the top of the key. Tries for the 2-point. No good. Cade Berkey with the rebound. Cross the court pass. Carson Props for the left-handed layup. And scores 2. 2:20 left to go in the second quarter. On the right side, dribbling down. Paxton Price with the steal. Gore thinks about the baseball pass to Cade Berkey. Thinks twice about it and holds off. Slows the ball down a little bit. Dribbles down. Cade Berkey now at point. Props at block. Kimball on the right side. Props in the paint. Pulls up for a pretty jumper and scores 2. 29-12. 1:47 left to go. On the left side dribbling. Cross to the center. Throws it in the post. Carson Props straight up for defense. And Kimball with the rebound. Okay, we've got quite a few people in the paint now. Kimball on the right side. Throws it into Props. Down at the baseline at post. Skips over to Nolan Gore on the left side for three. And Navajo with the rebound. There's a foul on the floor. White number 12. Be on Cade Kimball, his first of the game. 1:12 left to go. Shooting a 1-and-1. Caleb Gonzalez is shooting.
First shot is good. Second shot is good.
Okay, sub coming in, number 21 for Navajo, Lambert. Coming in for 11, Barry. Gore throwing the ball in. Looks like Hydra Eakly is going to put a sub in. This would be freshman Trenton Coe coming in for Paxton Price. Okay, Coach Graham didn't like what he's got out there, so we called a 30-second timeout. Looks to be some visiting from the scorer's table with the referee. And now we've got a referee's meeting. So we'll see what comes out of that in about 18 seconds. I'm seeing Carson Props do some coaching in the huddle as well, trying to encourage his teammates. Some of the freshmen looks like they're going to be coming in. Okay, there's a minute 11 left to go. So Trenton Co. looks to be back out of the game, and Carter Tharp, brother of Junior Colson Tharp and sons of Coach Jeremy Tharp, who coached our girls team. Meeting between Coach Graham and the referees here. It's not like in college where they're going to go on the loudspeaker and tell us what happened. He's talking to the scorer's table. Now he's talking to Navajo's team. Coach, Mr. Danny Graham, do you know what's going on here? I'm getting a head shake. So looking across the stands, I don't know if really anybody has it figured out. So we'll find out in just a little bit. Okay, so whatever happened there, Hydro Eakly Bobcats get the basketball. Nolan Gore throws it in to Cade Berkey. At the point, Cade Kimball at the three-point line. Into Nolan Gore, posting up. Fakes a shot, goes up, and it's good! Got the bucket. The foul is on Black 3, Hurst. It's going to be his third foul this half. Okay, 10's being subbed in for him. Shoemaker, who's had some minutes in the game as well. Minute 2 left to go. Of course, Nolan just gets one shot. Navajo with the rebound. Minute left to go in the first half. Pulls back. They're probably trying to get the last shot. Maybe not. On the right side. Cross court to the left side. Far left side. At the three-point line. Tips the ball. Carter Tharp does get the freshman. Nolan Gore with the ball. 35 seconds left to go. Cade Berkey on the left three-point side. Carson Props tries to get the ball. He had some heat on that. Heslin down and, spin move by Navajo. And foul on, looks to be Nolan Gore. But we'll wait for confirmation. That's correct. That's Nolan's second foul this half. 24.8 seconds left to go. Number 10, Shoemaker shooting. He's shooting 2.
First shot is good.
22 coming in. Smith for Navajo. 24.8 seconds left to go in the first half.
Second shot is also good.
Okay, Nolan Gore dribbling down slow. Looks to be 2 at the post, 2 at the three-point line, out at the wing. Nolan dribbling on the left side. 6, 5, you can hear our bench counting. Nolan Gore way out on the left side for 3. No good, and a putback by Carson Props to end the half. How exciting. So to recap, that's a score of 33-16. Whew, got to take a breath after that exciting play.
We're going to take a quick ad break, and then we will be back with some stats.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
When it comes to cellular service, why pay for data you don't use? Pioneer Cellular offers a variety of plans designed to give you the lowest prices on the data you and the others on your plan really need. That's why people all over are switching to Pioneer. Pioneer Cellular can save you money on your family plan, no matter how you define family. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store. Find out how much we can save you.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be, a client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you are looking for your dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains Land team today at 405-761-4808.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
The pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Welcome back, Hydro Eakly fans. We've got about 3 minutes left to go for the half, and then we'll get started on the third quarter. To share with you some highlights from the first half that you may have missed or went so fast that didn't get to catch it. Some of our top scorers. Carson Props has 11 points, and Cade Berkey's got 7, which one of those is from a 3, and 4 of those points are some crucial layups that came really back to back. Also, Nolan Gore had 6 rebounds. A few of their scores would be Shoemaker with 8 and Gonzalez with 5. So team fouls for the game, or for right now. Navajo has 10 and Hydro Eakly has 9. The score right now at half is 33-16, just to recap, with Hydro Eakly leading. Let you watch them warm up a little bit. Hydro Eakly's out and have been for about the last 30 seconds to a minute. And Navajo's still in the locker room. So I've really been enjoying this game. Looking forward to tomorrow's game. I think Miss Hillman may have mentioned that Christian Heritage, are they ranked, Miss Hillman, or are they close to the rankings? Or
Yeah, I think they are in Class 3A.
Okay.
And the boys told me that they were ranked. So everyone expects that both the girls and their boys game will be a good game.
So that'll be really exciting to tune in tomorrow at hebobcats.tv. And there's Navajo coming out of the locker room with less than a minute to go.
I just looked it up, and Christian Heritage boys are ranked number 14 in Class 3A.
So I really look forward to that to being a really good game. The more we talk about it, the more I hear about it, the more I'm pumped and ready. Okay, so it looks like Navajo's going to start with the ball off in the third quarter. Okay, HE looks to be, I mean, they're pointing around, so maybe a 1-2-2. Kind of what it looks like, maybe a man. Now it looks to be in a man. I called it too soon. Dribbling on the left side into the lane. Tries to find a post, fumbles the ball out to the right side. Passes off. Tough defense already starting out this quarter. Little miscommunication on defense. On the right side, up for 3, and it's good. That'd be number 10, Shoemaker. 33-19, 7:27 left to go. Nolan Gore on the right side at point. Skips across. Colson over to Carson Props on the right side, looking to pass. Driving in the paint. Comes up strong. No good. Hands on the rebound. Couldn't quite get it. Knocked out of bounds. Navajo's ball. On the left side, Cade Berkey on the ball, looking to see a screen. On the for 3 on the left side, he made it and got fouled by Nolan Gore. Possible 4-point play right here. 7 minutes left to go. 33-22, that's Nolan's third foul of the game. We've had a couple and one. Oh, okay, and he missed. Cade Berkey on the left side. Dribbling down, passes over to Nolan Gore up at the top. Colson Tharp with the ball. Paxton Price with the screen. Cade Berkey about 3 feet out from the three-point line. No good. Carson Props way up high with grab, pull down rebound. Okay, Carson Props gonna screen. Cade Berkey pulls it out. Passes over to Nolan Gore on the right side. Looks to shoot. Kind of drives in behind the back dribble. No one's there. Cade Berkey comes up with it. Cade Berkey drives in. Passes to Colson Tharp on the left side. Carson Props drives in. Leaves Nolan Gore wide open on the 3. No good. Paxton Price with the rebound. Up strong and in. 6:07 left to go in the third quarter. 35-22. HE boys picking up their man. Nope, they're switching off. I can't quite figure this defense out. Boys are doing a really good job moving their feet though. Carson Props fighting hard at the post. If you get a chance, watch that. Okay, dribbling up at the point. Lots of communication going on. Up at the top of the key, Paxton Price on him. Over on the right side. No good, and Nolan Gore pulls the rebound down. Cross-court pass. Cross-court pass again to Carson Props up for 2 and makes it. No foul on the play. He thought maybe otherwise. Okay, on the left side. 5:13 left. Okay, lots of talking coming from the HE bench from Coach Graham. Carson Props talking on defense. There's screens and switches. Okay, deflection by Carson Props and kicked. See what happens here. White's ball. Nope. Yes. White 10 with the black 10. Excuse me, black 10 with the foul. That's on Shoemaker. That didn't look to be true. Oh, yes, there it is, finally. Third foul on Shoemaker. Carson Props up the top of the key. Over to Cade Berkey, pulls up, passes over to Carson Props up for 2, and gets fouled on the shot. The bench liked that one. Foul on 2-1, which would be Lambert, his second foul of the game.
Carson Props is at the line. First shot is good. Second shot is also good.
Carson Props has 15 points now. Okay, still lots of communication. There's a screen up the top. Paxton Price. He continues to drive down, dishes off, and scores 2 in the post. 4:34 left to go. 39-24. Hydro Eakly ahead. Nolan Gore tries to drive in. Spin move. No good, and he walks. Dribbling down. There's a screen. Carson Props on the ball. Cade Berkey tries to get a hand on it. Nolan Gore gets it. Falls, but makes a pass. Cade Berkey, layup and good. And touch the rim. Technical foul on Carson Props for grabbing the rim. Okay, number 12, Gonzalez shooting these. That's Carson Props' first foul of the game. With as physical as it's been, I'm surprised. Okay, team fouls are tied at 2 with 4:19 left to go. Of course, it's going to be Navajo's ball. Okay, got high fives going with the team, trying to kind of boost the morale on the court. Okay, and we're going to move the ball over to half-court line, where we're going to throw it in. Cade Berkey making it hard for the throw-in. Okay, in the center, the screen and the switch. Carson Props on the ball. Cade Berkey gets it. He's got 2 men on him. They bat it away. Paxton Price gets the ball, falls, throws it over to Nolan Gore. To Props, in for 2. Crowd seemed to like that one a lot. Okay, so Navajo tries to answer back. Slows the momentum back down. Dribbling up at the top. Okay, driving down on the ball. Pass for 2. Oh, and it's batted out by Paxton Price. Navajo takes the ball out. 3:40 left to go. At the 3-point for 3. No good. Berkey Gets a piece of it. Colson Tharp gets the rebound. Picks up the ball. Over to Berkey on the left side. Dribbling on the right, continuing on the right side. Gets batted, but into the hands of Nolan Gore at the top. Over to Cade Berkey. Passes to Carson Props. Nolan Gore drives in for the layup, and it's good off the glass. 20-point game right now with 3:04 left to go. Hydro Eakly ahead 45-25. We're in a zone matchup. Thanks for that shout out, Coach Gore. Carson Props dribbling down with the steal, lays it up, and gets fouled on the shot and falls. He's good. He's good. High fives going around. Referee's smiling. He loves his job. Good for him. We all should be that way. Foul on number 10, Shoemaker. That's his 4th foul. He's also their leading scorer, Shoemaker is.
Props misses his first free throw.
Okay, Navajo's calling a timeout, a full timeout.
Well, while we're in a timeout, I kind of wanted to share with you guys our quarantine numbers that were shared on our Hydro Eakly Public School Facebook page. So last Friday, we had 101 students in quarantine, but then today, a week ago, we now have 18 students in quarantine, and none of those students are in quarantine because of close contact with someone at the school. So that's partly due to our new AB schedule. Ms. Antoine, do you want to describe the AB schedule for us?
Absolutely. So I talked about it a little bit on Tuesday's game, but what that AB schedule means is we have separated our students alphabetically. So last name A through L, they go on Mondays and Thursdays. And then M through Z, had to do the alphabet there. They go on Tuesdays and Fridays. And then on Wednesday, we're completely virtual, where all the students are at home in front of a computer, and we go through a normal school day. So teachers have been doing a phenomenal job being very flexible. We have students in our classroom in person. We have students at home that are doing it virtually. And we have to balance the two and make each student feel like they're included in our lessons. And the students are very flexible as well. So we have one of our words that we've been talking about is grace. And we all have to have grace with one another. So let's get back to this game.
So Props makes his second free throw.
2:50 left to go. Okay, lots of communication between the coaches and players. There's a screen up at the top. Paxton Price. Oh, and then Carson Props gets a piece of it, and he goes in and fouled hard. Fouled very hard. The other guy's on the ground, and there's Cade Berkey and Paxton helping him up. Good teamwork, or good sportsmanship, you guys. So Carson Props back at the line. That's foul on Lambert, his 3rd.
Props makes his first free throw.
Hey, Paxton Price with the tip to Carson Props. Passes it over to Norland Gore and 1! That looked to be a foul on number 23, Covey, his 3rd foul of the game. 2:28 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Free throw was good. Okay, lots of communication coming from the floor with the boys. Cade Berkey on the ball. Okay, All the boys have their head on a swivel, looking around, communicating. Over on the left side. Oh, Nolan Gore got a hand on it. And Navajo got the ball, threw it against Colson Tharp, and it went out of bounds. Cade Kimball coming in. Now for Carson Props, giving him a much-needed breather.
One thing almost all of the boys told me is that they wanted to work on their communication and defense, so it looks like they're doing that pretty well tonight.
Okay, switching over to the top. Cade Berkey on the ball. Player pulls up for 2. Paxton Price with the rebound over to Nolan Gore on the right side. Pushes the ball down the court. Pulls back. Gets tipped by a Navajo player. Of course, it's out on them. Hydro Eakly's ball. Okay, gets it to Tharp in the right side corner. Nolan Gore tries to cut. Gets stolen by Navajo players. Pushing it down. Over on the baseline, pulls up for 2, no good. Cade Kimball with the rebound. Over to Colson Tharp. Decides over to Paxton Price on the backcourt. Colson Tharp pushes it down to Nolan Gore on the right side. Pulls up for 2 and no good. Oh, that was almost a walk there, but he got the ball off in time. Cade Berkey being an annoyance to them. Good for him. Good hustle. Minute 10 left to go. On the right side, he tries to drive in for 2. And Nolan Gore with another rebound. Foul on the floor. I'm guessing it's going to be on 15. Correct. 15 would be Jarvis. His first foul of the game. Team fouls, Hydro Eakly has 2, and Navajo's got 6. A minute left to play. Colson Tharp on the left side. Cade Berkey dribbling up. Cross court to Cade Kimball. Finds Nolan Gore in the post. Pulls up for 2. Bounces off the glass. 37 seconds left. Right side of the floor. Colson Tharp on the ball. Nolan Gore steals it. Dribbles down. Pulls up for 2. And 1. That foul's on number 3, Hurst. His 4th foul of the game. 28 seconds left to go. Ball went under the stairs, so it took just a little bit longer to get it to him. Of course, Nolan just gets 1 shot.
And it's good.
Okay, Navajo's going to hold it back, trying to get the last shot off. Cade Berkey down and ready. Lots of communication going on. Oh, almost a turnover there. He was able to hang on to it. Ball's up in the air, down at the post. He dribbles out, fakes the shot, up at the free throw line, off the glass and good. 5 seconds left. Let's see if Hydro Eakly can get a shot. Cade Berkey dribbles down, pulls up at the half-court line, and it's short.
If you are following along with the scoreboard at home, I apologize. It's kind of lagging a little bit, but I'm trying to keep it up as quick as possible.
She's doing a great job. Thank you, Leah Hillman, for doing this each and every game, and the students that help with this. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, the score is 55 Hydro Eakly to Navajo's 27. Okay, we've got Danny Graham figuring out point totals so far. So Carson Props has 20 at this point. Nolan Gore's got 16 points. And Cade Berkey's got 9. But like I said before, there's rebounds, there's steals, there's hustle fouls, there's all of those great things that are counted, just not on the scoreboard sometimes. So what we've got going here doesn't show on the camera, but we've got our superintendent visiting with the referees a little bit. They're smiling, they're having a good time. So, okay, Bobcats are the first to break huddle. It's going to be Hydro Eakly's ball. setting up. One at the low post, one at the high post, one at the far left wing. 3-point line about. Okay, KJ Hoyle drops down. They both pop up to high post. He fakes, he looks. Gives to Colson Tharp, drives down on the left side. Cade Berkey for 3, and it's good! I asked the students to try and give me some catchphrases, and so buckets, I think, or 3-ball was another one, so I'll have to insert those in. Okay, so on defense, they're on the left side, picks up the ball, tries to lob it, doesn't quite work out for Navajo, turns the ball over, Hydro Eakly Bobcat ball. Number 11, Barry comes in for 14, Reese. We're only in 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. Referee's having a little conversation right now. Maybe what they're going to order at the concession stand after the game. I don't know. Cade Berkey dribbling down on the right side. Got 2 low posts. Up to KJ Hoyle. Out of bounds. Hydro Eakly's ball. Cade Berkey breaks off fast in backcourt. Okay, got lots of screens going. Cade Berkey over to Paxton Price at the block. 1 dribble, pulls up, and it's good! Straight into the rim, no backboard needed for Price. Okay, we've got a little different. Colson Tharp up at the top. Cade Kimball now with the ball. Navajo drives in, and foul on the floor. Bucket was good. Foul on Paxton Price, his 3rd foul of the game. Rebound by Cade Kimball. Cade Kimball dribbles the ball down, passes over to Colson Tharp, shoots for 3. Off the glass, and it's excellently made. Those count too. Okay, Navajo tries to answer back, and a floater layup, and they score. Who made that? Cade Berkey dribbling on the left side. Finds KJ Hoyle. Kimball for 3. Nothing but net. 6:15 left to go. 66-31. And they try to shoot for 3. No good. And lets it go out of bounds. Okay, KJ Hoyle throws it in. Nolan Gore dribbling down. Got about 6 minutes left to go in the game. Looking to Coach Graham to call the play. KJ Hoyle up the top of the key. Dribbling in. Lots of hands on that ball. Out of bounds. Miscommunication in between the referees. And it's going to be Navajo's ball. Okay, cross court. Colson Tharp on the ball. Cade Kimball on the ball now. Dribble into the middle again. Okay, on the far right side. Pulls up for 3. It's good. 5:29 left to go. 66-34. Nolan Gore dribbling down. To Cade Kimball on the right side. Lobs it to Carson Props at the post. Finds KJ Hoyle. Shot is not good. Couldn't quite connect. Okay, up at the top. Cade Kimball on the ball. Guy keeps his foot down. Tharp playing good defense. The guy tries to drive, gets stopped by 2 other defenders from Hydro Eakly. Tharp straight up. Pulls the ball back out. Tries to drive. Oh, and a block. Couldn't quite get the call that he wanted. So that foul's on number 20, KJ Hoyle. It's his 3rd foul of the game. 4:37 left to go.
Shoemaker is at the line. Makes his first free throw.
Ryder Clausen coming in for Colson Tharp. And Carter Tharp coming in for KJ Hoyle. .437 again left to go. Okay, Carson Props with the rebound, pulls it down strong. Over to Nolan Gore on the left side. And for 3. Couldn't quite connect. Fighting for the rebound. Jump ball. It's going to be Navajo's ball. Going to let it roll and not touch it so the clock doesn't start. Okay, dribbling down on the left side. Back up at the top. Ryder Clausen on the ball. Back to the top. Tries to skip it over. For 3. It's good. Nolan Gore with the ball, dribbling to the right, over to Carter Tharp at the 3-point line on the right, dribbling back to the middle. Over to Cade Kimball, over to Ryder Clausen on the left, dribbling back to the center, to Nolan Gore, moving screen. That's called on 12, Cade Kimball. Looking to see his 2nd foul. Letting the ball roll again. Almost to the half-court line at this point, and finally picks it up to get it going. Tries to drive right. Up to the top, Ryder on the ball. Cade Kimball at the post. Tries for 2. Batted around. Carter Tharp with the rebound. Over to Nolan Gore. Nolan over to Ryder Clausen on the right side. Finds Carter Tharp at the top. Dribble between the legs. Up for 3. And from downtown, Carter Tharp! Away and turned over to Navajo. They're pushing the ball now on the right side for 3. No good. Rebound by Navajo. Carter almost had a hand on it. Number 10 shooting for 3. No good again. And rebound by Carson Props. 2:30 left to go in the game. Carson's 7th rebound, so lots of great rebound opportunities. Lob to Nolan Gore, who gets it in. Nice little put in there. $18 points is how many Gore has right now. Tries to dribble through the lane. It's tough. And Carson Props comes up with it. Carter Tharp dribbling over a defender, and it gets stuck in the goal. KJ Hoyle and Cade Berkey coming in for Carson Props and Nolan Gore. So looks like the referees called that a jump ball. Nope, white team's ball. Yep, they are calling it a jump. So now our boys are hustling back down the court to get an inbounds play going. 1:57 left to go. 2 at the top, gonna break out. White with a push. I'm waiting to see what the number is that fouled. KJ Hoyle with the foul, his 4th foul of the game. Crowd seems to be thinning down as we get closer to the end of the game. On the right side, Cade Kimball on the ball. Ryder Clausen up top over to the left side. Almost tried to go for the steal. KJ straight up and in with the layup. They score. 1:40 left to go. Cade Berkey dribbling over, pass to Cade Kimball on Ryder Clausen on the far left side. Drives in with a floater. Yes! Way to go, Ryder Clausen. He wanted me to call him Hollywood Clausen. Cade Berkey with the rebound, dribbling on the left side. Looking for something. Carter Tharp on the left. KJ Hoyle at the block, tries to find right. Cade Berkey passes back to KJ Hoyle on the block. Tries to find it, fakes, jukes, up and in. 53 seconds left. And subs coming in. Kaylin Henderson, Turner Snow, and Brand McKay. All sophomores. Coming in for Cade Berkey, Cade Kimball, and KJ Hoyle, all seniors. So it looks to be 4 sophomores and a freshman on the court right now. Okay, on the post. Ball's kind of loose. Back to Navajo up at the top. Ryder Clausen on the ball. Passes out to the three-point line for a 3. It's good. Carter Tharp dribbling the ball down. 33 seconds left. Score right now is 75-43. Over to Kaylin Henderson on the right side. Back to Brandon McKay at the top. Ryder Clausen dribbling up to the top, trying to get a play set up, maybe a last-second shot. Okay, boys hustling, moving around, trying to shuffle to get a position. Okay, Kaylin Henderson with the ball up the top. Okay, and the countdown, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the ball game, folks. Thank you for listening. That concludes our last game of the night against the Navajo Indians. Miss Hillman, could you give us a refresher on the scores?
Sure. So our girls won against the Navajo Lady Indians with a score of 85-36, and our boys just won with a score of 43-75. Hopefully you can join us again tomorrow at 3:30 as HE takes on Christian Heritage. The CHA girls are ranked number 19 in Class 3A, and the boys are ranked number 14 in Class 3A. Neither the girls or the boys on CHA have played a game, so this will be their first game of the season. We're going to give it a few minutes and try to get some more stats for you guys, and then we will call this a night.
He had 20 points, 7 rebounds. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 1 block. Colson had 7 points. Gordon had 18 points, 8 rebounds. Berkey 12 points.
Okay, so Danny Graham, thank you so much for getting these stats for us. So to end the game for the boys, Colson Tharp had 7 points. Carson Props had 20 points and 7 rebounds. Paxton Price had 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 very sweet block. Nolan Gore, 18 points, 8 rebounds. Cade Berkey had 12 points. Carter Tharp with 3 points. KJ Hoyle with 2. And Ryder Clausen with 2. And also Cade Kimball with 3 points and 6 rebounds. Thank you again for sticking with us through this. And we'll see you tomorrow at 3:30 on hebobcats.tv. Thank you and have a good night.